Mark, right up front, please.
Coach, I just want to get your thoughts on the challenges of defending Wisconsin from three-point range. These last couple of games, they've really had two of the better three-point shooting games of the season, and I'm wondering if you're seeing anything maybe different that's led to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the top teams. Not only I don't think in the league, I think they're one of the best teams in the country. And they've got 5 guys that can make a shot, 5 guys that can make a play off the dribble. They are very hard to guard, especially when they get comfortable early. And that to me was the problem when you dig yourself a 19-2 hole. We're giving teams pick sixes early in games. We're turning the ball over. It's happened the other night against USC. We had 6 turnovers in the first 5 minutes, and then after that, we valued the possession. We took care of the ball. It's what allowed us to get back into it after a horrendous start with, I think it was 11 straight stops at one point, to pull back to 24-21. Had a group out there I thought that was defending at a high level, and I thought we got good quality possessions on the other end, and we missed a couple open ones. You know, Connor had, I thought, a couple really good looks after making his first one, you know, that are normally going to go in when he's that open. So, you know, we fought back, but when you have to expend that much energy climbing out of the hole, getting down 17 points in the first 5 minutes of the game, you know, it's hard to shut them off, you know, especially when you have a rhythm team like Wisconsin. And give them credit. These guys are playing great. You know, they're hard to shut off, and they move the ball, and they find the open man. So, you know, this team's playing great. Give Wisconsin a lot of credit.
Michael?
Wisconsin did keep Bryce from being
Yeah, they're, you know, not only offensively but defensively, they've kept their identity with you know, with a tough, physical, defensive-minded team. We switched our lineup today. We started the game with Bryce with the ball in his hands, and you know, we just wanted to. When you lose 5 in a row, you're searching for anything that could work. You know, I think the lineup that got us back into the game, you know, Raleigh I thought was really good. I thought Raleigh was as good as anybody in our team today. It was Raleigh, Sam, Connor, Jawan, and I think Andrew was out there for most of that run. And, you know, when we went back and we put some of the guys back, Wisconsin went on another run against us. You got to find a way to sustain that when some of the bench guys get you back into the game. But again, too many stretches, like, you know, the first one, the last, I think, 3 minutes, and then we finished off the half scoring the last 5 to get ourselves back in striking range. But then they come out in the second half, you know, we missed some shots. They took advantage of it. But you know, again, I can't remember what the hell question he asked me, but they you know, give Wisconsin credit. They played very well.
Right there, Coach.
Fred, just what kind of problems does Wisconsin's ball movement cause on defense that double teams and rotates?
Yeah, you know, like I said, they move the ball very well. They play continuity offense, and we got 5 guys that make a shot. You know, it's tough. It's a tough thing to defend, especially when they got guys that can score on the post. As well, you know. Again, we'll go back, evaluate it, and we got to get right quick. You know, we got a hell of a team coming in on Thursday with Illinois, and nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We got to find a way to get out of this thing and get a win to get our guys some confidence to know that we can do it.
Right in the middle here. Mike, please. Thank you.
Scored, I think, the last 5 points in the first half to get back into it. Then early in the second half, what were they doing defensively? Was it just missing shots, or were they doing to be off balance that first?
Yeah, you know, listen, they make you uncomfortable with their pressure, and they climb up underneath you. And you know, the thing that is different, I think, with this team than a lot of Wisconsin teams is the speed they're playing with and the transition baskets that they're getting and their ability to shoot the ball. You know, with their big stepping into threes in transition. So if you don't value the possession, they're going to make you pay on the other end. So I'll go back and look at it, but you know, screening was a big point of emphasis this week. I didn't like how we handled our adversity when things got tough there. That our pace, you know, completely went away. And when you have stretches like that, you know, in this league, you know, teams are going to pounce on you. You know, they're going to smell blood in the water, and they're going to go on big runs. And you know, there's too many of those today.
Fred, when you had that little stretch in the first half where you were able to climb, you guys were able to climb back a little bit, and you mentioned that was no playing card potential. How much, as a coach, are you inclined to keep guys out there who are doing things the right way and sticking with them?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Sam needed a blow. He got tired, so we went. We did make a change. You know, that team expended a lot of energy. That group getting back into it. So when guys got tired, we tried to sub, and hopefully a couple of the starters would go back in and build off of what those bench guys did to get us back in the game. You know, unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Got a follow-up question and then this. You, oh, yeah.
Going back to Bryce, this was just the second game all season, he didn't shoot a free throw. Are you seeing, he looked like he got a little frustrated after some of those turnovers. Are you seeing anything, just how maybe that's affecting him at all? Is it his getting to the basket or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, I give Wisconsin credit with keeping them out of the paint. That's what they do, and you know, we weren't able to take advantage and knock down shots. So when you don't make shots, that floor shrinks even more. So you know, taking away the paint, if you can't stretch it, you can't knock down shots consistently, they're just going to stay in those gaps, which makes it hard to get downhill. Bryce has done a phenomenal job this year getting to the free throw line, and I think he will the rest of the year. But you know, we got to make shots, hopefully, to open up the floor, the gravity, getting closer to guys that are shooting well. But we, you know, again, we did not shoot a high enough percentage tonight to give Bryce those driving lanes.
There's two more for Coach right here.
Raleigh Rooster was the only Husker to play over 20 minutes today and ended up with a positive plus-minus. What can you say to how he played today, and is there anything specifically that maybe he did that other Huskers did in this game?
I thought Raleigh played well. I thought his effort was really good. I thought when he went in there, he was part of that group that got us back into the game. And, you know, Raleigh has handled his changing of the role as far as being a starter, come off the bench beautifully. I mean, he's all in it for the team, and he gave us great stretches. So we'll go back and evaluate it and see what we want to do, you know, with the starting lineup. But he's played well, I think, in the last couple games coming off the bench. I thought he was really good against USC as well.
Okay, one more.
Fred, I know it's about, you've said before, it's about who finishes and not who starts, but what went into moving Andrew and Sam to the starting lineup today?
Yeah, just you know, I thought those guys had given us good minutes. We wanted to start big with you know, with Crowell and with Winter at the 4 or 5, and you know, we just went with that lineup. I thought Andrew had played well. I thought about doing it the last game, but Andrew hurt his foot after the Rutgers game, so you know, we started the same. He did not practice going into whatever that next game was. So yeah, it's, you know, we'll go back and look at it and see if we want to tweak it again. But you know, again, I thought Sam and Andrew were out there during that run that we had, you know, our best stretch of the game. So you know, again, we'll go back and evaluate it and see what we want to do on Thursday. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.